Hello all, welcome. Just before we get started, just want to clarify that this video was filmed a while back, so Pokemon Unite hadn't done its less pay-to-win update, even though the game is still technically pay-to-win. Just saying! I think it's important to remember what state games were released in, no matter what updates they get in the future. And to be honest, even now, they're still taking the piss with that Ninetale skin, but you'll see in the video anyway. Enjoy. Man, MOBAs are insane! I mean, all it takes is one game of League of Legends to make my will to live drop another 3 notches. Not today, old chum!
RadicalSoda!
Whoa, it's Bear Grylls, everybody!
It's me, Bear Grylls! Did you hear? There's going to be a new Pokemon MOBA game!
Wow, a Pokemon multiplayer online battle! What Pokemon are gonna be in a Bear Grylls?
Lots! Pikachu, Charizard, Absol, Charizard.
Well, does it have cool trainer customization with lots of different outfits?
It sure does, RadicalSoda! You can look fancy or funky.
Oh boy! Well, is it free to play and for all ages?
You bet it is! And you can download it right now from the Nintendo Switch eShop.
Nice! Does it also have a microtransaction system designed to empty your wallet with predatory mechanics like loot boxes, but also pay-to-win elements that give you a huge advantage in-game against other players because this game is run by one of the greediest developers known to man?
Do I drink my own piss?
Living in the city.
It's like a roller coaster.
Where do I begin when I start talking about Pokemon Unite? I mean, there's a lot to talk about, both good and bad, but why don't we start it off by comparing it to something that you might also know? Human feces. Tencent owns League of Legends, another MOBA I'm familiar with, and Pokemon Unite. Now, League of Legends has its own unique problems, but unless the Unite team starts only adding in Pokemon with six-packs, large bazongas, or some sort of sex appeal, I don't think that particular issue will be a problem going forward. Pokemon Unite starts off with a well-animated, good-looking CG cutscene. Yeah! Somehow the presentation of a free mobile game by Tencent usurps the mainline Pokemon video games. You of course pick your language, your region, even your country isn't left out, and then it's on to your trainer. You get the exact same options you did in Sword and Shield, no surprises there, then you gotta pick your eye shape.
Eye shape?
It's pretty sad that I was so surprised about a feature that should be the bare minimum in customization options. If Tencent is gonna give us more face options than Game Freak itself, then there really is no hope for the future, is there? Then they move on to your hair type and hair color. Well, blow me down! I mean, I talked about a theoretical, like, a minimum customization option menu back in my Sword and Shield review, which would have been nice at the start of that game, but the only thing missing from what I said there, hair, was an eye color option, which, I mean, would have been nice, but I mean, compared to that game, I'll take what I can get. They even give you the option of an orange or purple outfit. Man, I mean, this experience so far has been vastly different from anything that I thought it was gonna be. Then again, there's still time. The game then hurls you headfirst into a tutorial segment explained by these 2 delightful characters you see before you. You're taught the controls, which are pretty simple. You move around, use A to attack, X to charge a slam dunk, which scores points, which you get from fighting wild Pokemon. The right shoulder buttons are your special moves, which, might I add, are for some reason placed upside down. In what world would having ZR above R not make things confusing? Who's in charge of the UI? This guy! Your last ability is your Unite move, essentially your ultimate. It's on ZL. Oh boy, is that War Turtle? Oh wait, hang on a second, you can customize your controls, meaning you can swap ZR with R. It's a bit weird that it's not the default, but at least it's an option, I guess. Or it just swaps the moves without moving the button prompts. Thank you, Pokemon Unite, that's a big help! What's the first thing you notice about this screen? Wrong. The first thing you notice is that the menus are laggy as all balls. It feels like I'm trying to scroll through in-flight movie options on a struggling system rather than playing a game on my Nintendo Switch. You know what I'm talking about. What kind of backwards-ass crap are they smoking to think these menus are okay? The main reason why they don't care that the menus are so laggy, at least in my opinion, is because the Switch demographic isn't going to be their main audience. I mean, why bother scrolling through laggy menus when you can just touch the icon you want with your mobile phone, right?
Because it's a stupid bloody mobile game now. Or it was. Of course it's a mobile game. It's got pay to win. I'm so mad.
It's no secret Nintendo pulls all this scum out their ass specifically for mobile games. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, lots of content all included in the purchase. Mario Kart Tour, shitload of microtransactions, and of course straight up paid gambling. This of course includes the Pokemon mobile games. Pokemon Go has gambling in the form of eggs and crappy pay-to-play mechanics. Pokemon Masters EX. Christ, that game is basically only gambling. This is all harmful shit. I hate it so much. Do not give money to these games, please. First things first, you can buy Pokemon to players from the in-game shop. You can either get these with the coins that you earn from matches, or from the gems you empty from your real-life wallet. If you're familiar with League of Legends, you'll see there's nothing shocking here. Let's move on. Next up is the EOS Emporium, the clothing store. Jesus Christ, what's with the freaky-looking characters in this game? Here you can purchase items to customize your trainer with both gems and different currency. You get these tickets from daily rewards, missions, regular mobile crap to keep you playing every day. I'm not too sure how to feel about the clothes, really. On the one hand, there's lots of neat shirts you can get and some interesting costumes, but on the other hand, there's one hat. Then it's not even that nice. You can get shoes, socks, hoodies, gloves, you can buy a jumpsuit. Hang on a minute, that's not yellow, that's beige!
Alright, that's it, buddy. Okay, you can give me, the hat enthusiast, only one hat. But the moment you lie to my eyes is where I draw the line, buddy! One of us has to go!
Here in the shop, you can also purchase items to equip your Pokemon with. Unlike in other MOBAs, you don't buy items in-game. Instead, before you match, you hand a pair of glasses to a chicken and say, "Good luck, you bastard!" You can only equip one at first, unlocking 2 more slots as you increase your trainer rank, which happens slowly over the course of many matches. The items don't seem to be all that expensive, and you can't buy them with gems, so no problems here, I guess.
Hang on a second, there are some paid items here, though. What do they do?
7-day battle point boost card. For 7 days, doubles the amount of battle points earned after completing battles.
Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense now, does it? Because what are you gonna do with all those battle points without a battle pass?
That's right, baby! Get yourself a brand new battle pass, but with a twist. The twist being it's fucking shit! Other battle passes normally give you enough premium currency to buy the next one if you complete it, but not this one! Oh no 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 no! Instead, allow yourself to be taken in and showered with crappy clothing. Skins for your Pokemon! I think there were like 2 on there, the other one being like right at the end, or right then. And the currency you should probably be getting for playing the game instead of paying up the ass for it. Yeah, that's right! There's currencies on here too! So what I said before about held items being fair could just be flushed down the toilet because you can pay for an unfair advantage.
And I hear ya.
But RadicalSoda, you have to earn the points of the Battle Pass by doing the missions. It still takes time.
Guess again, dum-dum.
For nearly double the price, you can just pay your way to victory. And what are these things, you ask? I wonder what they do!
You know what? I'm feeling a little worn out right now. Why don't we just start a match and see if we can figure out what the actual gameplay's like.
So for this delightful little game, I played Gengar. I equipped the X-Attack battle item, which are different from held items. If you've played League of Legends, sorry to keep going back to it, but there are a ton of similarities. You'll know these are summoner spells, a special move that anyone can equip and use, in this case with the press of a Y button. You unlock these through the trainer level up system, which means when you fight players with a higher level than you, they'll have an unfair advantage, but whatever, right? That means you'll just get to try out every item on its own for a while instead of defaulting to the one which is clearly the best. I equip my held items. You might ponder why I have more than one slot available, and yes, you'd be correct, I do. When I first played this game, me and my friends, we recorded a good nearly 3 hours of footage, which unfortunately wasn't saved by the Elgato capture card software because apparently that's a bug that can happen, and if the timer isn't counting up, it doesn't save for some reason. Don't ask me why it happens, I don't know, but I swear to God, if I ever get my hands on whoever coded this shit, I'll rip open their guts and strangle them with their spine! So I'm just letting you know now that all of these games were recorded after our first 10 or so. This isn't the first time I've had problems with Elgato software, and it probably won't be the last. Somehow even the loading screen isn't exempt from the laggy menu curse. Trying to move your cursor over to whom you're trying to select is like trying to play a piano covered in molasses. I ain't pouring molasses on this thing. Do you know how much a piano costs? Once you select a trainer, you can see their profile picture, which you can customize in yet another sluggish menu. Problem is, not only are the pictures of wacky quality, but the game just randomly forgets what you saved. Here I am with my profile picture in the loading screen, very nice, and then here I am again 2 games later staring into space. I don't even understand how that can happen. So the game begins. One thing I actually really like about this game is that you start off each match as the unevolved form of the Pokemon you're playing as. Unless you're playing as Jigglypuff, Snorlax, or Lucario, then you can go to hell. 2 players go top side, 2 players go bottom side, and little old Ghastly here is going to be doing some jungling. center thing. And instead of getting the red buff and blue buff like in League of Legends, you can collect the orange buff and purple buff. Very different and very creative. I decided to head down to bot lane and try and maybe help get a kill or two, score some points, you know. But here comes Lucario teleporting around like some sort of crazy dog. Okay, so hang on a second. So at first, when I was playing this, I thought that Lucario had just teleported. You know, I just had a bit of lag and a bit of rubber banding, you know, that sort of stuff. But no! Apparently, Lucario can just teleport. That's a move he has. Great! You know what else is great? The server. This server is great. Oceanic is my favorite. Nothing beats an Oceanic server. As you can probably tell, I live in New Zealand. And as a New Zealander, I have to connect to an Oceanic server or suffer the god of lag's wrath. So it was really nice of Pokemon Unite to ask me where I was from and if I wanted to play on an Oceanic server and then dump me into an Asian server where me and my friends never got above an orange bar connection. Because there are no Oceanic servers. And a MOBA game. Developed by the Pokemon Company, the highest grossing media franchise in the world. Because why make an Oceanic server, right? The little kids aren't gonna notice, they got cat food brains. It doesn't even feel like an Asian server. We might as well be playing from Uzbekistan with the amount of lag we got. And in a MOBA, you can't react to moves in time, you can't aim as well due to the lag, and even just using a simple move is a pain. If you tap R or ZR, sometimes it just doesn't register for no reason, even though at the bottom of the screen you can see it very clearly did. All this combined means you just can't play well. In a MOBA, connection like this is basically a free win for the other team. We lost 40 to 700. I think that's a new record for us, actually.
Man, we're getting our asses mashed. Every game is the same. It's death after death, loss after loss. I mean, it's almost like the enemy Pokemon just do more damage than us or something. But that wouldn't happen, right? That would be immoral.
Why, my dear friend! These are the currency, that's right, another one used to upgrade your held items. And in case you're wondering, yes, of course you can directly purchase them with gems. It wouldn't be a Pokemon Unite experience without that option. Oh, Kalukale, today's the day I fucking off myself. So here's the deal. You spend purple coins to upgrade your held items. You can either grind for purple coins with missions and shit, which is very slow and there's a limited amount of them, or just straight up buy them. With gems. Here, take a look at... Gems are so expensive! Holy shit! $35 for Mr. Mime with a suit! What the fuck? Hey, kids! Want an Eldegoss but with 3 ribbons slapped on its head? That'll be $14, thanks! No wonder this guy's a gem on his shirt. You'll certainly be needing them to feed his voracious appetite, the fat bastard! Let's talk about these skins. Ever since the game had been announced, we all knew there were going to be skins, obviously. It's a friggin' MOBA game. I've seen fan art of amazing ideas for skins of this game. Heck, this is Pokemon, the home of some of the best designed creatures you can find in video games. You could even make special Unite region skins, like other games have been doing lately. You know, like you have Sandslash, but then you got the Alolan Sandslash as a skin, you know, like that. But how about Pikachu with a hat? Heck, cosplay Pikachu was better than this for crying out loud. What is this and why is it $14? That's just Greninja with a shirt! Okay, I like this one.
Seems we got a little off track there. Listen, what I was trying to say before is essentially you can buy gems with real money to upgrade your held items and immediately obtain an unfair advantage against everybody else playing.
Critical did this on stream a while ago and showed everybody how busted it was, and then Game Rant comes along and tries to blame him for making the game pay to win. Wait, what? They changed the article. You can't hide from what you did, Game Rant. It's still there in the link, you dolts.
It's an absolutely disgusting practice, and it should have been hit way harder by all kinds of players from all ways of life.
Remember Star Wars Battlefront 2? It had a similar pay-to-win system in place, and it got shat on hard. So hard, in fact, they had to rework the entire monetization system.
So why did this one get off scot-free? Because it's free? Of course not.
It's because it's Pokemon. Everybody loves Pokemon.
You're only allowed to upgrade your items after you reach a certain trainer level. So, I can only tell this because of their battle items, but it would seem that that person can upgrade them, that person can upgrade them, that person lives in Korea so they can play without lagging all over the place. Of course, these two on the right might also be able to upgrade their items, but would never actually know that because you can choose whatever battle item you want before a game, and there's no way to see what held items they have at any point, so every time you play a match, basically every fight's a huge gamble because you simply don't know whether the Pokemon you're fighting will just do more damage than you, from either being a higher level who grinded for more purple coins, or from being someone who just simply opened their wallet. You know how I said before that the first 10 or so matches of ours weren't recorded? Well, I wish they had been, because then I could have shown you how this game treats new players. Looking back at the match history, not including the first solo game I had because I'm pretty sure the first matches gets bots, we had 10 games and won only 2 of them, the others being absolute crushing defeats. And the only reason we actually won one of those games was because of Zapdos, and oh, we'll get to that, spiny prick! It's absolutely disgusting. I feel wrong for even touching the game in the first place. But because Pokemon fans are Pokemon fans, and Pokemon fans will suck on the Pokemon Company's lengthy, sweaty chimney no matter what, nothing's gonna change. In fact, due to Unite's success, I bet the Pokemon Company's eyeing up future projects for even more of this bullshittery. Wait, what's this icon here? Light boxes! You can't make this up. They didn't just want you to buy their skins, their battle passes, their pay-to-win item upgrades, but they said, that's not enough. Let's add in gambling. You know, for the kids. And you know what? They don't even want you to be unlocking Pokemon for free either. You want to get Garchomp? Sure, grind for coins to unlock him, right? Wrong! There's a weekly cap of 2,000 and he's 10,000! Over a month of grinding to unlock a single Pokemon! Ah!
You can tell that they have real servers because of the fact that they are all loaded and we are not.
Kramer is my favorite Pokemon to play in this game. He has 2 moves to start with, Feather Dance, which slows enemy Pokemon who are hit by it, and Whirlpool, which unlike in regular Pokemon games does an absurd amount of damage. As you level up, you unlock new abilities which overwrite the old ones. For Kramer, Feather Dance can change into either Air Slash, a skill shot which does damage and also pushes you back, or Hurricane, a hard to hit move, but it launches enemies in the air while doing damage at the same time. Because of the high ping and lag, I usually take Air Slash because hitting Hurricane doesn't happen often, and with Whirlpool you can either pick Surf, which sends out a wave doing damage and then returning, pulling the enemies towards you, which works well if they're trying to get away, not so much if they're barreling down upon you like a freight train, hell! Or Dive, which lets you dive into the ground and then pop up, knocking enemies back a bit and doing damage. It works well with Air Slash. The thing is, Whirlpool is such a good move, I kinda wish they'd just let me keep it. You don't get to choose if you want to upgrade moves or not. After a while, it just automatically replaces them with the new ones. These new moves do get another upgrade later on to become more powerful, but I don't really understand why they're giving me the option of whether I want to upgrade now or in a bit. I mean, just upgrade it without me having to press anything, please? Why on earth would I not want to do more damage? It just means in the middle of the fight I have to claw my way over to the D-pad real quick before Snorlax farts on me or something. Cramorant's Unite move is that he stands still and shoots a lock-on fish at enemies in the vicinity. It's extremely funny and, to be honest, a little broken. Unlike someone like Katarina in League of Legends who has a similar ultimate move where the best option is just to stun her before she can do damage, Cramorant is unstoppable during his. I'll just waddle over to a teamfight, press ZL and watch the enemies drop from afar. It's brilliant. What's he saying? It sounded like I had fun with this game. What? I mean, that's because, you know... It's really not that bad. If you took out all the predatory monetization systems, the pay-to-win garbage, fixed up the progression system and put everyone on an equal playing field and added oceanic servers, this would be pretty enjoyable. Not to say the gameplay is perfect or anything, far from it. Games are basically decided by who kills who first, because then the dead guy will be out of the game for a while, and then you can score, meaning you'll level up, and that puts you at a huge advantage pretty much immediately. And because scoring platforms don't actually protect you like towers do in League of Legends, instead they just shield you and heal you a little tiny bit, it's incredibly easy for 3 players to just turret dive you and a buddy and rip you to pieces. Then the game is basically as good as over right then and there. Unless you factor in Zapdos, of course. This flying freak, if your team manages to kill him, gives everyone 50 points, instant dunks, and double points on each successful score. It's enough to go from really struggling to winning the game. It's nuts. And while I do agree there needs to be a way for teams to come back from a losing game, a system like Zapdos, as coin flippy as it is, where each team could just kind of, you know, steal it right at the end.
Oh, now they're getting it.
Go, Rob.
Okay. Venusaur just ran away. Pikachu's half dead.
Go, Rob.
It went for Zapdos! It isn't the best idea. I feel if Zapdos maybe spawned a little sooner instead of only the last minute or so and gave your team a buff of some kind without the double points, it might be a little more balanced. Heck, bring in the whole trio of legendary birds. You get a random one each game and they could all give you 50 points each and a faster scoring charge up time, not instant like it is now because that's broken as my self-esteem. Zapdos could give you faster cooldowns on your abilities or maybe speed up your team. Moltres could add like a damage over time effect to your attacks and Articuno could add a slow effect instead. That way, the enemy team still has a chance to defend their goals instead of everyone just gunning it for the score platform so they can score 100 points each while being invulnerable while doing so. Of course, that's not the only problem with the gameplay, and I know this one only really applies to those of us in Australia and New Zealand, but I played pretty much every Pokemon I could in my time with this game, and unfortunately, a few of them were just basically unplayable with the amount of lag we had. Zeraora, for instance, involves using leaps and dashes to quickly dodge moves and do damage, but you just can't do that effectively with how much lag there is. So let's do ranked, Gotta practice for quick match somehow because that's not unlocked until later. Why?
You lose.
Oh, that's why.
Here we go. I mean, we've unlocked ranked, right? I mean, we might as well give it a go. I mean, I sure hope we don't get demolished in our first match.
You win.
Oh.
You win.
Ah.
You win. You win. You win. You win.
So the game has bots. Apparently, a lot of them, even in ranked. We were all pretty excited that we were finally winning games, and in ranked, no less. So we didn't really pick up on the strange behavior of our opponents, which seems to be along the lines of get close, attack until they have low health, run back to tower. Now, we didn't fight bots every time, obviously. But I don't think anyone was really going out of their way to take the username QWWWQSDCVFCV. There were 3 games, and maybe 4. The Elgato capture card decided to end the last game's recording right here. Thanks, Elgato. I will recommend you to all my acquaintances. Where the enemy team surrendered at exactly 5 minutes, and that seems to be one of the signs that you're fighting a team full of bots.
So ain't that great, everybody? Not only are you paying for skins, Pokemon costumes, loot boxes, and battle passes, but you're not even fighting other human beings!
That $30 Mr. Mime skin you got? Gee, I bet bot number 6048 is really digging it!
I heard screaming! How's it going then?
I can't do it, Big Girls. I'm worn out. I can't believe that approved something like this. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't like it.
Well, I know what you mean. Before I showed the game to you, I played it a bit myself, and I was absolutely disgusted.
Well, that's not like you, Big Grills. I mean, you're the most positive person I know. I mean, if this game repulsed you, then truly it must be absolute scum.
Too right, RadicalSoda. Too right. I had no idea going in that stopped me from wearing socks and sandals.
They what?